Traveling is a means to success. Do subscribe Travel and Taste channel and like videos. For further videos, stay connected. Top traditional Pakistani food and dishes to try when you are in Pakistan. If you're traveling to Pakistan and you're wondering about Pakistani cuisine, you've come to the right place. When exploring the country, Daniel and I tried lots of Pakistani foods. The cuisine of this country is as diverse as its regions, and you can expect curries, lentil or rice dishes, various types of bread and more. Our most important advice is to be courageous and order as many different food items as you can. You never know, one of them might be your new favorite. Lassi, yogurt, cream and water. Lassi is a traditional Punjabi drink made from yogurt, cream, and water. It is Pakistan's favorite drink in the summertime. A big glass of namkeen lassi and mangoes is something Pakistanis love to have on a hot summer's day. Usually, lassi is blended with ice and served with a heavy meal to wash everything down. Doodh Patti chai, milk tea. Chai is an integral part of Pakistani culture, and you'll see it everywhere. It's usually one of the cheapest items on the menu, and it's an essential part of a meal. Pakistanis drink an average of 4 to 6 cups of chai every day, and Pakistan is amongst the top tea importers in the world, so expect to drink a lot of tea. Pakistani chai is prepared with water, milk and black tea leaves. Sohan Halwa, sweet dish. Sohan Halwa is a sweet dish, traditionally from Multan, Punjab. It is a pudding made from milk, flour, wheat, salt, sugar, lemon, and ghee, a type of buttermilk. The mixture is boiled until it's thickened, then nuts, such as pistachios, almonds, and walnuts, are added to the mixture. Cardamom and saffron are also added, adding an intense aromatic quality to the dish. Once ready, Sohan Halwa has a hard, candy-like texture to it, and is very sweet and nutty. It is sold commercially in beautiful tins, commonly gifted to visitors and tourists in Multan. Kheer, rice pudding. Kheer is a rich Pakistani dessert, famous not only in Pakistan, but also India, where it is known as Shahi Kheer, or sheer. This is a wholesome, sweet, and tasty dessert, enjoyed by people of all backgrounds and ages. Pakistani rice pudding is a dish of boiled rice, to which dried fruits and pure milk are added. Pakistanis also like to flavor it with nuts, cardamom, and saffron. Once ready to eat, Kheer is served at Eid, before prayer, and at festivals and weddings. Kulfi, ice cream. If you're visiting Pakistan in summer, you'll love kulfi. Kulfi is Pakistani ice cream. It has a long tradition and goes back to the Mughal period. Available in all over Pakistan, where you'll see many vendors selling this snack. Locals make kulfi from sweet and condensed milk, which is basically milk and a lot of sugar cooked until it reduces. You can find this ice cream in different flavors, and while we tried coconut-flavored kulfi, you might also find other variations. Traditionally, kulfi is flavored with rose water, cardamom and dried fruit, but you might also come across mango kulfi. Tandoori Naan, flatbread. Naan is a different type of roti that you can find in both Pakistan and northern India. You'll see a few variations on the menu, but regular tandoori naan is the most common. This type of naan gets its name from the tandoor oven in which it's prepared. This type of oven is round and made of clay. To bake the bread, you need to stick it to the side of the oven. Paratha, fry flatbread. The most common bread is paratha, a type of layered flatbread. To achieve the layers in the bread, you need to fold the dough in a specific manner. If you're lucky, you might be able to watch the chef in a restaurant or at a food stall prepare it. They'll usually add ghee or oil between the layers, similar to puff pastry. Bun Kebab. Bun Kebab is a popular choice amongst students in Pakistan. It is essentially a Pakistani take on a burger, and very inexpensive to try. The dish originates from Karachi, where you'll find bun kebab sellers on every street corner. This rich, spicy Pakistani snack consists of a bread bun, which is seared on a tawa, a type of griddle, until crisp and golden brown. Pakistani street food, Bun Kebab is a must-try dish. Saag Makhan with Makki. Makki ki roti tends to be an all-around regional delicacy, not just in Pakistan. Simply put, it is a ball of flattened dough shallow fried on a hot, flat pan. When it comes to winters in Punjab and Balochistan areas, a further assortment of saag is offered as a relish. In Punjabi, saag refers to greens and, in this case, they are prepared with a sort of spinach, green chilies, makhan, butter, and mustard leaves among others. Gol Gappa. The method of devouring pani resembles that of Gol Gappa. After nudging a hole in the Poori, it is filled with your favorite fillings. It might be a combo of sprouts, chopped onions, or mashed potatoes, but they all taste great. Finally, give it a quick dip in a tamarind sauce and savor the taste. Nihari, meat stew. Pakistani breakfast that you shouldn't miss. In fact, this food is so popular that many call it the national dish of Pakistan. We're talking about Nihari. Nihari is a meat stew that dates back to the Mughal Empire, and one of the best places to try it is in Karachi and Lahore. Traditional meat used in Nihari is lamb, mutton or beef, and the best chefs will use the shank, including the bone, to give the soup a special flavor. Paaye, goat feet. Using goat in a dish may raise a few eyebrows, but in Pakistan, goat is a meat that has been eaten for centuries. Lahori paaye is a traditional stew, which uses both goat's head and feet in the recipe. To prepare, the meat is stir-fried with onions, ginger and garlic paste, spices, chilies, cloves, cinnamon, and cardamom, and served hot. As a dish, paaye is rich, nutritious, and packed with flavor. Fajk paaye are very popular all over the world. If you ever find yourself in Lahore, you should definitely try this authentic dish. Kata Kat, offal dish. Originating from Karachi, Kata Kat gets its name from the sound the tawa, a type of griddle, makes when different parts of meat are dissected and cooked on it. Kata Kat is a dish of different parts of the animal. These include kidneys, brain, testicles, heart, liver, and lungs, all of which are mixed with spices such as coriander, ginger, mint, garam masala, tomatoes, garlic, and onions. The final dish is served with paratha, naan, or roti. Halwa Poori and Channay, Poori, pudding, and chickpeas. This dish is a favorite Sunday breakfast for Pakistanis across the country. Halwa Poori and Channay is a wholesome dish of three core foods. The dish features the semolina pudding of halwa, the soft crispy fried dough Poori, and chickpeas, or Channay. Combined, Halwa Poori and Channay is a dish that offers so much textural depth. The Channay are rich and wholesome, while the Poori is soft and light. Achar, pickle. Achar is a traditional food of Pakistan. In Pakistan, you can find multiple popular types of pickles. Try eating a mixed version, which usually contains different vegetables or fruit. If you can get your hands on Hyderabadi mixed pickle, for example, you'll usually eat mango, carrot, lime and lots of spices. Other variations are exclusively made of vegetables. Be careful when ordering achar, as the mixture often contains chilies and can be very spicy. Daal Mash, black lentil. Dal is a lentil curry popular in most of South Asia and the Himalayas. Daal Mash is made with white urid lentils. Urid lentils are traditionally black, but for this recipe, the dry lentils are peeled and split. Daal Mash is a rather dry curry with not too much liquid, so you can easily eat it with roti. It's based on a sauce made of tomato and onion in which the lentils then cook. Since there's not much water involved, the lentils stay firm. Trout fish. If you're traveling to the mountain regions of Pakistan, you'll see trout farms everywhere. Both KPK and Gilgit-Baltistan are big on trout farming, and in Gilgit-Baltistan, when you order trout, you'll often get it grilled, sometimes also baked. Our local guide told us that he considers trout a winter food, but you'll be able to get it in any season. Pulao. Pakistani cuisines received lots of influence from Central Asia, and one of the dishes that spread to Pakistan is pulao. You might have heard of it as pilaf or plov. In Pakistan, it's a one-pot dish made with basmati rice, meat, stock and lots of spices. If you don't eat meat, you might also find a vegetarian variation, but make sure to double-check that it's not made with chicken, beef or mutton stock. Biryani, rice. Biryani is also a popular Pakistani food. It is a rice dish made with layers of curried rice and meat. If you watch your plate carefully, you'll notice that the individual grains of rice have different colors. That's because rice, meat and garnish are layered in a pot and then steamed. Plus, the chef will usually mark some rice with food coloring, giving it its distinctive shades of yellow and orange. Pakistani biryani and Indian biryani both use different spices, so they're not entirely the same dish. Plus, in Pakistan, you might find raisins in your food, which you'll rarely see in India. On the other hand, you'll find more vegetables in Indian biryani. Must try in Karachi. Balochi Sajji, rotisserie-style chicken and meat. Sajji is a famous Balochi dish, made from roasted lamb or chicken. Traditionally, the meat used is marinated in salt and a small amount of spice, before cooking. The whole chicken is then roasted over an open fire, with the burning wood giving the chicken a distinct smoky flavor. A perfect Balochi Sajji sees the whole chicken crispy on the outside and juicy and tender on the inside. Sajji is usually sprinkled with a little lemon juice, roti, and yogurt. Khaddi Kebab, stuffed lamb. Khaddi Kebab, or Kata Kebab, is a traditional food of Balochi cuisine. A dish to satisfy any meat lover, Khaddi Kebab is made from a full lamb, which is traditionally barbecued in an underground pit, known as a kada. The pit is filled with searing coals inside, and before cooking the lamb is covered with an iron sheet. Once the lamb is inside, the pit is made airtight with a clay covering, before the iron sheet is finally covered with more burning coals. Reshmi Kabab, meat kebab. Reshmi Kabab is a chicken kebab that dates back to the Mughal Empire. Reshmi means silk and refers to the tenderness of the meat. The kebab is made with minced chicken mixed with lots of cream, which gives it its famous smooth texture. Spices like cumin, garlic, cardamom, and cinnamon round up the taste. The meat is then shaped on skewers and grilled, so you'll find a crunchy exterior and a very soft interior when you eat it. Shinwari Karahi, chicken and meat stew. Shinwari cuisine is an interesting trend in Pakistan, and we only got a brief glimpse of it. The Shinwari are a Pashtun tribe, with the majority of its members living in Afghanistan and some roaming on the Pakistani side of the border. Over the last few years, Shinwari food has become very popular in Pakistan, with many restaurants opening. We ate Shinwari Karahi at a restaurant in Rawalpindi, and while it's not one of the most traditional Pakistani dishes, it's certainly delicious. Shinwari cuisine uses a lot of lamb and very specific spices. Chicken Shami, chicken kebab. Chicken Shami kebab is a patty made of minced chicken, lentils and various spices. We didn't see it much on menus in the restaurants we visited, but we found a chicken Shami burger on our room service menu once and decided to order it. Due to the spices, the patty has lots of flavors and works very well in a burger. It's also great on its own, with some roti or a salad on the side. Dawdaw. We've already mentioned that there are different Pakistani cuisines throughout the country. The next few dishes are all from Gilgit-Baltistan, in northern Pakistan. Dawdaw, which can also be spelt dodo or dordo or anything in between, is a noodle soup. The noodles are usually handmade, and they swim in a meat-based broth. If you haven't had yak yet, you might find yak-based dawdaw. Otherwise, it's often based on beef. This dish is particularly popular in winter, but in Karimabad, for example, you can get it all year round. Mantu. Here's another food in Pakistan that originated in the northern areas. Mantu are dumplings filled with meat. If you've traveled to Central Asia before, you might have seen similar dumplings in other countries. We tried them in Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan, but they also exist in Turkey and Afghanistan. Afghan refugees likely brought the recipe to northern Pakistan, where you can now find mantu on many menus. If you're visiting Gilgit, you can even find a restaurant that is exclusively dedicated to mantu and where you can try many variations. Chapchurro. When Daniel saw chapchurro, he mentioned that it looked like a Spanish empanada. Both consist of pastry and a filling, and while they can look similar, they taste very different. Chapchurro is bread filled with meat and onions. Just like Dawdaw, it's a typical traditional Pakistani food you can find in Gilgit-Baltistan. To prepare chapchurro, the chef will prepare the dough, fill it and then cook everything on a hot steel or iron plate. The outside is often folded together with a nice pattern. If you're lucky, you might get an opportunity of seeing locals prepare this dish and put everything together. Yak Stew. If you're visiting the northern areas of Pakistan, you might get the chance to try yak meat. You can find chicken, beef and mutton almost everywhere in the country. Yaks, however, live in colder climates, so your chances are highest when traveling to the mountains. We tried some yak stew in Hunza, but we also came across a place that sold yak burgers and even yak pizza. While yak might not be the most famous food of Pakistan, it's a great thing to try if you come across it. Chicken soup. Yes, we are aware that chicken soup exists in many cultures. But we have eaten it multiple times while in Pakistan, and we even went to a shop that only specialized in chicken soup, so in my opinion, it belongs on this list of Pakistani food. Pakistani chicken soup contains chicken and corn. You'll see chicken pieces in a broth that has thickened from the corn. Depending on the restaurant, the chef might add eggs and other types of meat. Chapli Kabab, meat kebab. Chapli Kabab is a classic meal from the province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but you might also find it in other parts of the country. If you get the chance to try it, you should 100% go for it, as it's one of the most unusual Pakistani foods that we have tried. Chapli Kabab is basically a meat patty, but it's prepared in such a way that it doesn't taste like a hamburger patty at all. Instead, it's very crunchy and almost dry on the outside. The texture is unique to this dish, and the seasoning gives it a flavor that you won't forget anytime soon. Chicken Boti Kebab. When we ordered chicken Boti Kebab, I could already see that it was going to be spicy. The meat looked so red, I would have been surprised if it had been a mild dish. Nevertheless, if you want to try traditional Pakistani food, you should order some chicken Boti Kebab. It consists of grilled chicken pieces on a skewer, marinated with lots of different spices and, of course, lots of chilies. Beef korma, meat stew. Let's move away from the chicken for a moment, although you can also get Pakistani chicken korma if you prefer chicken over beef, or even mutton korma. Korma is a type of curry that comes with a rich gravy. The main spices used are cardamom, cinnamon and cloves. For me, this combination almost tastes like Christmas. Even though there's cream and yogurt in beef korma, this curry can get very spicy. Chicken malai tikka and chicken malai boti, barbecue. If you like grilled meat, you should try chicken malai tikka. For this recipe, chicken pieces are marinated with ginger, garlic, green chili and lots of yogurt and cream. The results are tender chicken pieces with a moderately spicy aftertaste. In Pakistan, if you order chicken malai tikka, you will receive chicken pieces with a bone inside, like a chicken leg or a chicken wing. On the other hand, if you prefer boneless meat on a skewer, you should order chicken malai boti. Chicken handi, chicken gravy. We got the advice to try chicken handi from our guide when we asked him about his favorite food. If you're not a fan of spicy Pakistani food, you will love this dish. Chicken handi is mild and creamy. Pieces of chicken are cooked in yogurt and cream in a clay pot. They go perfectly well with any roti, but some restaurants will also have rice as a side dish on their menu. Chicken Karahi, chicken stew. Chicken Karahi might be the most famous food in Pakistan. When you ask a local about their favorite dish, there's a good chance they'll reply with chicken Karahi. It is, therefore, ubiquitous on menus all across the country. Chicken Karahi is named after a karahi, a cast iron pan similar to a wok but with a flatter base. Originally, the recipe was cooked in this pan. The dish is a thick tomato-based curry with lots of ginger, garlic and spices. Instruction before eat: check food is halal or haram. Do subscribe Travel and Taste channel and like videos. For further videos stay connected.